Hi everyone, this is Vineet, Certified Financial Planner and founder of Estonia Proud Wealth. Today, we are going to break down one of the biggest shakeups in aged care Australia has seen in years. From the 1st of November 2025, the new Aged Care Act 2024 will finally take effect, and after a short delay. These changes affect how accommodation payments are structured, how daily living and care fees are calculated, and how home care will work under the new support at home model. If you or your family members may need aged care in coming years, this video will walk you through the big changes in plain English, so you know exactly what's different and how it could affect you. So let's start with why. The new system is a response to Royal Commission into Aged Care Quality and Safety and recommendations from the Aged Care Task Force. The government's aim here is twofold. First, to make the system fairer and more transparent, and second, to make it financially sustainable. That means some people will pay more for their care than before, while the overall government contribution will shrink slightly. But the rules are also designed to provide more certainty and improve quality for residents. One of the headline changes is around accommodation costs. These are the payments for your room in residential aged care. Right now, people typically pay either a lump sum called RAD or refundable accommodation deposit, or they pay a daily amount called DAB, or mix of two. That part hasn't changed. But there are three big differences under the new Act. And the first is higher maximum room price without approval. Up until now, providers could advertise rooms up to $550,000 without a special approval. From Jan 2025, that cap jumped to $750,000 and it will now be indexed every year. Now, this does not mean every room costs that much, but facilities can charge before needing sign-offs. The second is introduction of RAD retention amounts. Now, this one is controversial. Facilities now keep 2% of the RAD each year up to 5 years. That's a total of up to 10% of the deposit. So if we paid a $500,000 RAD, the facility can retain roughly $47,000 over time. The rest is still refundable when you leave, but that slice is gone. And the third is indexation of RADs. From 2025, RADs are indexed twice a year in March and September. This means the unpaid portion of a RAD can increase with indexation, and so can the DAB interest calculations, since they are tied to the government's maximum permissible interest rate. So the message? Paying for your room now involves careful planning. Pay early and you lose some to retention. Delay and unpaid RAD balances can increase with indexation. Next, let's talk about daily living and care costs. First, the basic daily fee hasn't changed. It is still set at 85% of the single age pension, which from September 2025 works out to roughly $65.37 per day. This amount is indexed twice a year. But here is what's new: the hoteling contribution. Previously, the government paid hoteling supplement, basically the contributions for things like meals, laundry and cleaning, uniformly for everyone. Now, residents with means will need to contribute themselves. The maximum is about $15.60 per day, or calculated based on the means assessed amount. Certain exemptions apply, like the veterans or parents with dependent children. The next is higher everyday living fee or HELF. This replaces the confusing extra service fee. Instead of deciding on packages before entering care, residents can now choose additional service bundles after they have settled in. That reduces the stress because you don't have to pre-commit on day one. Costs are capped to CPI increases, and providers must ensure you are actually able to access the service you're paying for. The next one is care contributions, so splitting clinical and non-clinical costs. This is a big conceptual shift. From November 2025, clinical care like nursing, medical and allied health will be fully covered by the government, but residents will now contribute towards non-clinical care costs, things like personal support and assistance. The new non-clinical care fee can be up to $101.16 per day. Unlike the old rules, there are no annual cap, but there is a lifetime cap of $130,000. And you stop contributing after 4 years, whichever comes first. The effect? The government estimates its share of ongoing care cost will drop from 76% to 73%. So more of the cost is shifting onto residents. Now, one of the most confusing questions is, which rules apply to me? And here is how it works. If you're already in residential aged care or you are approved before September 12, 2024, congrats, you will stay on the old rules. No RAD retention, no indexing, and the old means tested care fee applies. If you only enter after November 2025 and you weren't approved for home care earlier, you are on the new rules. RAD retention, indexed RAD, hoteling contributions, and the new non-clinical care fee. If you are approved for a home care package before September 2024 but haven't yet entered care, you sit in the hybrid rules. That means new accommodation charges apply, but your care fee are still worked out under the old system. So timing matters a lot, and it's why we are stressing that the families seek advice early. If you or your family are planning for aged care, timing and financial strategy are crucial because whether you're under the old, new, or hybrid rules, it can make a massive difference. That's for today. If this breakdown helped, please give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may be trying to make sense of these changes. And let me know in the comments, do you think the new rules are fairer or just another way of making people pay more?